Hi, I'm Dan Whittaker. Today being joined by mid-handicapper Alex. We're having a look at his wedge game and how we can use the driving range to learn how to control your distance and turn that into a fun way of practicing the wedges and improve your distance control. So having a look at pitching. We're going to use this, quite inventive here on the range. I'm going to throw this ball out there somewhere near 30 yards. I want you to then try and have a look at getting that ball within 5 yards of this one that's going to be landing out there, okay? Yep. Now what this will do is for your pitching, it's going to be really key because you're going to be able to get a feel just each time on if you have a bit of failure, trying to see if you can incrementally adjust that distance control, changing the length of the swing and what have you. So let's just throw this one out there. Let's just throw that one down. Have a look at that, okay? So make a couple of practice swings and get a feel of trying to get that ball. I want it to land within 5 yards of that one for me.
Okay. The little Luke Donald stab. That's 5 yards, surely.
That stab was well within 5 yards. So right, now the second ball up that you've just hit,
yep.
You've got to get this one to land within 5 yards of that one. Now a little bit of a takeaway for you, obviously distance control was great on that, you know, we can't argue with the result was fantastic, but I think that's going to give you a bit of inconsistency because obviously, as you alluded to, it was a bit of a stab, wasn't it? So I think that when we get near, the target comes nearer to you, sometimes you'll get a few that you chunk a little bit. Okay, what I want you to make sure you're doing is just making a little turn with the body back and body through and make those feet a lot nearer together, because if you narrow those feet, what you're doing is you're playing with a much narrower base, which will allow you to take the, you know, the power out of the legs, but the only way you're going to get that distance is through that upper body. Okay, and try and feel like the left leg in particular is very, very still in that backswing for me. So having a look at that second ball, I'd make a couple of practice swings, just looking at it so you can get that feel of how far you're going to hit it. Because I think this is key. I mean, a lot of people, we use rangefinders, but inside sort of 50 yards, that's where we're really wanting to use our eyes for the feel.
Okay.
Great strike. Oh, success again, mate. On it.
Can we just do this all the time?
Of course we can, yeah. I mean, why not? It's a feel-good factor, eh? So now we're on the third ball up, so it's leapfrog, so you've got to land it within 5 yards of that one for me. It's the same again. Just get a little feel for that distance, see if you can get that, because it's incremental distance control, this, isn't it? It's only a little bit further on that we're having to land it. So this is building in this sort of, you know, the finesse for being able to adjust for only slight increases in distance.
Okay.
So narrow those feet a little bit for me. You're making this look easy. 5 yards has been well too easy for you, mate. I mean, come on, look at this. Smashing it. Right, let's go for that last ball. So let's see if you can have a 100% success rate. You're making this look really easy game, mate.
It's a fluke, I promise.
Oh, it can't be, honestly.
Oh, now I've got a new target of a bird. There we go. Don't hit the bird.
Oh, do we think that was 5 yards landing?
Bit too far.
A little bit, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have one last one, come on.
Okay.
Let's just see how well you adjust. See, the bird was just a bit too far out for you. Now his mate's mocking you. Narrow the feet just a little bit, mate. Perfect. So turn that chest back and through.
A bit to the right, but
distance control was amazing. Yeah. I've got to say that's in 5 yards. That's a great session, mate. This is how I want you to practice your wedge game, but it's also the perfect way to warm up on the range because it gets that distance control in, but it makes it quite a fun thing because you're not hitting the same shot twice. So this game of Leapfrog's absolutely amazing. I mean, Alex just smashed it right there. So what we'll be doing next time he's doing it, want to make sure that that proximity he's got to hit would be reduced to 4 yards, and he keeps improving, keep reducing it. Eventually down to 1 yard, that'd be 3 foot landing zone, tour level. You get that, can't you? So what you guys can take out of this is, this can be a warm-up if you want, or it's a great way to practice your wedges. What I like is, you're very rare you're going to hit the same shot twice on doing this game, and that's going to be a bit more like the golf course. Every single shot is a new challenge, but also if you can't adjust and you keep missing that target, it's going to get you to work at those fine refinements in your skill of learning how to adjust for the increments in distance control.